Alright, welcome back to Shin Megami Tensei 5. What I said I would do on the last episode was literally go over here across this bridge to finally get to this meme man over here, which we will finally get over there. Because there used to be an angel right here at the end of this bridge blocking the way, but now we have free reign to see whatever's over here. All the enemies here shouldn't be that high of a level, but considering that you need to go into, what was the place? I don't know. Oh, Bomb of Life, that's pretty good. Anyways, I lost my train of thought. Oh, an 8 verse, okay. What do you gotta say? Hey, I don't like the looks of that. We don't get out of here now, we're dead. And you ask the most full moon, I guess, so let's see what happens. Oh. Hey. Is there something weird about this place? The last time I came here, my head got all hazy. Hey, are you worried about me, huh? How are you? If I just walk around here, something happens?
Be careful.
Wait, Amano Zako is behaving strangely.
It hurts. What's happening to me? Am I dying? No. My power, I'm losing control.
Be careful. Amano Zako's on the verge of going berserk.
Really?
I can't hold it back. You have to take my power.
So we're fighting Amano Zako, okay. What level are you, actually? So you are level 51, you're a Genma. Oh, I have one of those, actually. Okay, let's scan you. I did not expect this. What Amano Zako has is Heavenly Reversal. When someone from the stock reverses stat buffs and debuffs for all allies by itself. Interesting. You got Lightning, Force. Oh, you also have Confusion, Makarakarn, Heavenly Counter. Chance to counter strength-based attacks with a weak dark attack. Okay, so the main character will have some struggles here, because I only do physical. And you also have Diorama, which is HP recovery. Okay, so magic is the way to go. You are weak to fire and ice, and you reflect and block a lot of elements. Okay, so my Yearlinger will probably hard carry here. I can also just use the Tactic Spray just to lower your defense. I'll pass. And I might just use an Inflaming Divinity on myself just to increase my defenses, because I'm going to be hit pretty hard. And all things considered, your health isn't that high. I only did 2 attacks, and you're already like a tenth of the way. So one more Toxic Spray to poison you, and let's see what happens. 2 attacks. Normal hit, which does extend because you're weak to physical. Mazunga, which probably hits me, yeah, for weak damage. And someone blocks, so that's fine by me. Now I'll use maybe Inflaming Divinity on the Yearlinger so that you are powered up as well. And I could also just switch out Yoshitsune, or I can just toss a Toby and risk the counter, sure. And there's having the counter, okay. And you're weak to dark, of course. Yeah, I wasn't really going to use you much anyways, so that's fine. Maybe use the magic buff for the Yearlinger, and then change out so that I bring in maybe Lamu, because Lamu does have some magic as well. And there's my passive hit action there. One of my miracles actually gives a stat buff to whoever switched in, a random one that is. And now you're actually is lowered, so you shouldn't be able to hit this pretty easily at least. You took a lot of MP from my magic dealer, so that's not great. However, I'll actually pass my turn just to save my actions. And then just keep going for Bufordines. I can also just switch out and go for Subagadite as well in there, sure. And also, you also have Bufordine, so might as well. First things first, I want to heal. And then I'll Evergreen Dance to give myself the Magatsuki gauge. And what else do I have here? Fountain of Chaos. This could be very good, actually. I will use Fountain of Chaos. There we go. So Press Turn icon is removed. And now I should use an item here to dampen maybe electric moves. And then Lano, yeah, sure, just keep doing ice moves. I could redirect attacks, maybe, to my Yearlinger. Let's see what happens. So Mazanma, that's not good. Ow. However, since you only have 1 attack, because I removed a pressure icon, you can only attack once more, and that will end your critical effect. So we're good now. I will use Inflaming Divinity on Lamu to extend your buffs. I will switch out my Yearlinger next turn, or next cycle around, and then I'll use the Bufordine there, and you should use a Donut Magic on Lamu, and then I will change you. I'll change Yearlinger out for Idun, just so I can heal the main character and also provide buffs for everyone else. And defense up, pretty nice. Now you have full defense with the Golden Apple. And then Lamu could just go for another Silt of Ruin to extend the accuracy down. So energy drain. You drain from Lamu, that's fine. And another one from my Anya Kapan, that's also good. As long as the main character and Idun aren't drained, that's fine by me because, well, I don't really have to worry about drains that much. Let's use a gem here, Fire Gem. And now Idun can go for another golden apple, so now all of our stats are increased to the maximum. Extend turn with ice, and go for another Donut Magic. I used it on Idun by accident, but that's fine, I'll just pass. Fire Gem. And the Donut Magic actually does work with the gem, so that's pretty good. And I guess I'll use one more magic buff on Lamu, and then we should win next turn. Energy drain on main character, that's fine. And now you're building the Magotsui gauge. Okay. All things considered, not a hard fight. I kind of counter this pretty well. All I need to do is just use a bunch of gems, and then we should win with the Bufudine. Boom. I'm sorry, Alba Nozako, but I had to do it to you. And we get a level up for the main character, level 53. That's perfect, because I can get a special fusion with this. And I'll increase my strength to 74.
My power... It's...
Update. We have obtained a concentration of Amanazako's power. We can use it as an essence.
Perfect. What do we get from this, actually?
What? Where is this? Where am I? What happened to me?
That's a good question.
Oh, I remember! I couldn't control my power and started losing it, right? Totally. And you swooped in and saved me, didn't you? Seriously, you did, didn't you?
That's right.
Oh! And then you took my power, huh? Looks like you got a little something out of it at least. Good thing. I'm so tired. Well, I guess I'll see you around. Bye-bye!
Okay. That was short. What was up with that? Anyways, why was this a side quest? That seemed pretty important considering that's a character that's been on our journey for quite a while. But now we have a Mii-Man here. And Nobi here in a while. Shocked finding huge hole. Being a bad shape to get caught in the boom boom. And we got 6 glory. Okay. And that should be every Mii-Man inside of this map region. Because, yeah, there's like nothing left. So that's awesome. Finally, we got 133 Mii-Man. So all that's left are the Mii-Man inside of the current region that I was in for the main story. So I will probably look around here a little bit more. Just in case there's anything new. Yeah, that seems to be everything inside of this area. It's literally just that boss fight on a full moon. And then we complete the quest. So I went to the Demon Haunt, and by the way, this is the other Genma I had. He got Fire Plorama, but he has -4 fire. Why do you want this? Get out of here. So back in Shinjuku, the second block, there is an angel here who has any more light been shed on what caused the giant hole? Really now? So demon lost control of their powers, is that it? Sounds quite dangerous. So you defeated the demon responsible. Ah, well done. It seems that this incident has been resolved. Very well then, take this as a reward. And what did we get? 4 glory crystals, okay. So now I have like 60 glory points from that. So that was a pretty fine quest to complete, actually, I will say. And I also have a large glory crystal as well. So 180 glory points. I might as well buy something in the Cadaver's Hollow. Wait, wrong place actually, I keep forgetting. That's not all. We have Amanazako's essence and also Anya Kapan, I guess, from last episode. But here we go. You have Heavenly Counter, which is unique, so I can't use that. Mazio Barian, severe electric to all foes. Fantastic electric move. You also have Energy Drain, which is okay. Meteor Rahan, which is a full HP recovery to all allies. Very nice. 150 MP though. And Zanbarian, which is severe force to one foe. And Almighty Pleroma, which increases almighty attack damage. And also Thunder Rain. You are super strong. Level 76, so I can't wait to use you when I get to that level as an actual party member. But that's incredible. We do have another Zanbarian from the Garulu as well, but if we ever have like a Force or Electric teammate, and also Almighty. Like, honestly, Lamu could use this. However, I'm gonna replace Lamu pretty soon anyway, so I don't want to waste that essence right now. I really don't want to waste it. Since we're in the World of Shadows, we might as well do some fusions here, because we now have access to the Hydra, which does require an Orthrus and a Basilisk. However, these two are very easy demons to recruit in the overworld, so I will do that real quick off camera, and then show it when I actually get the fusion. So after running around and getting the Orthrus and a Basilisk for pretty cheap Maka prices anyways, and with the Yulringer that I already had in the beginning of the episode, we now have access to the Hydra for free. And what you have is Pernicious Venom. All allies, including magic, may become crits against foes that have ailments. Okay, that could work with, I think it was Pazuzu actually, had something similar. And you have Toxic Breath, which has a chance to inflict poison, Frenzied Chomp, which has a chance to inflict confusion, poison, and charm, and also Fire Breath. And later on you get Eat Whole, Dragonite, and Rampage. However, these moves aren't particularly that interesting. What's most interesting is the fact that you are very ailment focused. I can probably inherit the Nahobino essence, I think it was type 8, onto you, which had the ailment potential as well. So sure, I can do that. So I decided to give you Dekaja, Dekunda, Curse Siphon, and Draco Strike. So you have a very high strength, and since you have fire potential as well, the Draco Strike would help out a lot. Curse Siphon giving your MP back will be also very good. And Dekaja and Dekunda are just there because the removal of stat debuffs on the allies and also stat buffs on the enemy is always just very good. I will make use of these skills. And I'll also probably inherit you some better skills to replace Fire Breath as well. Well met. You were by far one of the hardest boss fights in the game, because you're at the very beginning where you don't have very much skills against you, and you also get Eat Whole, which is just a drain for HP. I don't really care about the drains that much for HP because I can always just heal with items or skills anyways. But now that we have the Hydra, we can also use the Reverse Compendium Fusion to see the level 53 fusion, Armati right here, which what Armati does is Heart of Devotion, slight MP recovery to all allies when the user becomes incapacitated, so you probably want to give this demon right here a taunt effect so that all attacks are directed to her. You also have Spirit Drain, Meteorama, and Tetrakarn. You also have Great Mana Spring, Darhan, and Megadola. I don't know how good that is, but yeah, let's just fuse the Thoth and Dominion because there are some pretty good moves here, I will say. Hellish Mask could also be good for the healer to not get inflicted with ailments, but I think this is fine for now. Hello, freaky looking thing. And now we have a Great Mana Spring, which will buff you up to 341 magic. Maybe I could replace Spirit Drain. Because you are a Herald, you get something called Waves of Order. Moderate HP recovered to all allies, removes ailments and debuffs, and adds one press turn icon to the next turn. So imagine if I had Waves of Order, also combining it with Yoshitsune's ability here, Yumi Nagashi. So I could potentially have 2 entire press turn icons additionally to the 4 you already get naturally. That would be insane. 6 whole press turn icons. But anyways, we're back here now inside of the west side. And now, there is this place I haven't explored over here. And also, more bad gassers. Yeah, I can't forget those. But anyways, I should be editing the previous episode at this current moment as we speak. However, I just got lazy and I decided, yeah, I really want to play more, so I'm just going to do this right now. Because I can always just put off the editing for later. And also, yeah, more Mad Gassers. There's so many Mad Gassers around here. I don't know why they just love to appear in this zone specifically, but since, yeah, like last episode I did say, they're not exactly entirely that difficult to avoid, so it's really just a minor inconvenience. I just have to, like, stop moving for a second and never go. There's also a ton of Kaiwans here for some reason. Can I just walk past you? Yes, I can. Cool. There we go. Okay. Cool. More Mad Gassers. Yeah, make sure the Kaiwans aren't back there trying to sneak attack me. But we avoided every single fight, which is fantastic. There's also a gem there, and there's also a rail right here. Where does this lead? So it seems to take me to a higher elevation here, and now we have access to this top part over here, which I really wanted to get to, because now we have access to the boxes there, and also the main quest over here, and a bit of a fast travel point there as well. There could be some Mimens around here. I guess there's not much here. Or Mad Gassers. Oh! They really want to gas me right now. I do not like that. And anyways, I should be able to get... Ooh, vending machine. Suke, that probably sucks, actually. Kind ones aren't that hard to get, they're not hard to avoid either, but we get a Bomb of Life to fully revive, and also 10,000 Maka, which does make up for the cost that I spent on actual fusing, so I can still fuse some more in the future if I really want to. I'm starting to get into that point of the game where I don't necessarily need to go around finding demons to fuse. I can just buy them from the World of Shadows because they're not that expensive. They're about like 30,000 or 40,000 Maka for each compendium fusion that I don't have in the party at the current moment.
Hey.
But, Lenogia, do you have a moment? I'd like to hear your thought on something. Okay, what is it, Yoko?
I'm sorry.
Sorry this is so sudden, it won't take long. Yeah, I wasn't really talking about much anyways but fusion.
Well...
Let me think. I want you to imagine the following situation. Let's say someone is telling everyone to paint a picture and then it takes a very long time to finish.
But still...
But partway through, you realize that the leader's directions were wrong and the painting is looking terribly ugly. In that situation, what do you think should be done? Well, it's looking ugly. How much can we salvage? I see. Personally, I think I'd burn the whole thing down and do it over from the beginning. That is also a possibility, depending on how bad it is. Forget the previous instructions and give it a fresh start. This time we'd be fair and listen to everyone's input, not just follow the leader.
Yes.
It might take some more time to finish, but I think that ultimately the end result would be much better. Yeah, you put it that way, yeah. That was what I had always believed. But now I've started to think that some parts of that unfinished painting might be worth keeping after all. That's what I was saying, actually, yeah. Am I wrong to doubt myself, or am I just... But if I am, then...
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm probably not making much sense to
But
you.
still...
But, well, I guess I'll just have to make a choice. Anyways, that's probably important for the future. Not right now, though, so I guess we'll have to see. Anyways, there does seem... Is there anything on there? Probably not. Okay, so now we're
Soon
actually...
we will be confronting the Kadishtu for the final time.
Yeah. As long as you're here.
I am happy to hear that. I remember when we first met, and how I swore to protect you. That vow continues to motivate me. And it makes me glad that you find encouragement in it as well. No matter what hardships may await us, as a Nahobino, we will surely prevail.
We're at the final Kadishu battle?
But I've gone on long enough. Once you've prepared, we should make our way to the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building.
Sounds good to me. There is a ley line there, though, so I should probably get that first. Okay, cool. So now we have the Government Building 1 ley line registered, and we might be able to just get in there and get it done. So I definitely need to prepare, right? So I need to make sure my resistances are good, my teammates are good. I probably want Hayataro in there just to tank hits if I need to. This guy is here simply because he has a crit right here. He can crit with Gable, so I can probably put you up front. This could be okay as a first opening teammate here. The main character resists charm, so this is a very strong opening here. So let's see what happens in the boss fight that will inevitably happen. I'm detecting the presence of a powerful demon. I advise that we prepare before proceeding any further. I think I'm prepared. I think this will go well. But this looks like a massive battlefield. Oh boy. Am I fighting all of the Kadishu at once? Because if so, that would be amazing.
This is where they said to find them. But there's no sign of the Kadishtu yet.
The fog is coming. I forgot to inherit the Nahobino skills on the Hydra. Oh well, probably not important. If I die, I'll just do that then. Sure. But I won't die, I'm confident.
A very long time ago, there lived a primordial goddess. A most benevolent mother who gave birth to many gods.
That sounds like the pink-haired lady, which does make sense. I haven't fought her yet.
She was a kind mother, and noble. She disliked conflict and violence. But then, the horned god came. Seeking his throne, he slew all in his path, and the mother was cut down. Since his rise, the throne has been usurped by descendants of that horned god, for eons upon eons. The perception of that fair, beautiful, free world of chaos became warped and perverted by the reign of so-called order. We want it back. We wish to restore that glorious world.
Hello there. Long time no see. Cool snake you got.
Oh, it has been a long time. I am grateful we could meet this way. So grateful to meet you again, Nahobino, Dragon Slayer.
Dragon Slayer? What dragons have I killed? I killed a few, like Qinglong, I guess. And also, the turtle thing that had a snake on it. Or dragon on it. The demon Lilith is standing before you. I remember you from 3. You look way different than you did before. You got pink hair instead of like black hair. What are you after?
Come now. Don't you already know? We seek to destroy this world. And to that end, we will resurrect the fallen goddess, the Queen of Chaos.
That's kind of like what Yoko is trying to do, right? Restart the world to something better.
The others have gathered the necessary Magatsuki. Only one thing remains. For the summoning, we require you, Nahobino.
Okay, so if you need me, why are you fighting me?
As one of the Dragon Slayer's lineage, your death will serve as a crucial and
that's why.
appropriate sacrifice.
So I need to be dead, I
Magic
see.
is understood to operate based on certain rules. Two similar entities can influence each other. Cause leads to effect, but the effect also has a bearing on the cause. The horned god slayed the serpent, or the dragon, as some call it. But by using this principle, the serpent can be revived. By offering the life of the horned god that slayed the serpent, the slain will be reawakened from death.
Uh-huh.
That's why the Kadishtu need a sacrifice, to summon the goddess of chaos.
Yoko?
How do you know all this?
Yoko Hiromine, like us, has endured suffering at the hands of the horned god. Now, the time has come for you to prepare the Nahobino for sacrifice.
So we're fighting Yoko? Interesting.
I can't. Because of him and the others. I've started to see some meaning in this world.
Really?
Is that so? Then what of God's misdeeds against you? And surely you haven't forgotten that your own freedom is at stake as well.
I know. I still want my revenge and my freedom. But sacrificing him isn't the right way to get either.
True.
Oh my, what a precious display of selflessness. But I'm afraid it's too late to turn back.
Nuh-uh. Oh, there they are. Let's get them.
If you refuse, then the sacrifice shall be carried out by us, the Kadishtu.
Okay, so I am fighting all of them, right? Oh. hang on. Called an ally? Okay, that's how it works, okay. And now you're preparing Magatsuhi immediately. Great. Let's check out our skills here. So I could crit. I also, hang on. I don't know any of their weaknesses. What do you mean I don't know their weaknesses? I fought them before. Anyways, I'll pass. I'll change out Pazuzu into someone who can have the skill to remove their press turn icon. Okay, Torrent of Chaos, sure. And since Lamo goes immediately after me, you'll have an attack up as well. And also, Torrent of Chaos, Almighty removes the press turn icon from the foe. Let's just hit you. There we go. Also pretty solid damage, and I'll also use Silt of Ruin to lower all of their accuracy and evasion. And then I should use a Witness Me here to draw an aggro to Hayataro. I'll definitely pass with you, and then guard with the main character so that you don't die immediately. And I'll use another Silt of Ruin to, get a crit there. That was very lucky. I did not even intend for that. And I'll also use a physical block just to nullify any physical attacks that might happen, because usually they just do normal hits just for fun, right? But I highly doubt they won't just use magic. Yep, there it is. Almighty. Let's see what happens. Okay. And they also healed. And it immediately ended their turn. That's pretty lucky. Now, I assume you're still weak to physical, right? Pierce armor? Okay, you are weak to physical, as I intended. And now I'll use Inflaming Divinity on myself, and I really need to bring in a healer, because everyone just took so much damage. I could just, purple smoke you. You're just free turns at this point. Just hit you even more. Why not? Just get rid of the biggest threat, right? Sure. There we go. And now Nahabino can switch out Lamu, because they already did their job. And I'll bring in Idun, just so she can heal everyone with a golden apple, and also buff everyone as well in the meantime. So, defense up, very good. We want her to have as much defense as possible. And now Hayataro can... Scanning is probably most important. Let's scan Lilith. And you have Kadishtu Mandate. When the active party reduces damage taken for Kadishtu demon allies. Okay, you also have Mother Earth. Nullifies physical for all allies and removes stat debuffs. Okay, so we don't have to worry about status debuffs at this point. Revive and summon an ally. Okay. And you also have attack buff and defense buff. You don't have attacks, you're just a buffer, so I should probably kill you first. And you're also weak to light, and you resist physical. Okay, they don't really have very good light attackers. I guess Idun kind of counts. And here's Mother Earth, which is the nullify, right?
Grant us your love and affection. Shield us from harm.
Okay. I assume that's only one turn, right? Exoclaw, that's fine. Dekaja, that is a stat removal. America died. Oh. Okay. Thank you, Endure. And another normal hit. And we're in a very bad situation. I should pass. I should use an item to scan. I want to know if Namal actually resists. Okay. You do resist force. Great. Okay. That's not good. I'll have to pass with you. I need to make sure I can have a way to extend my turn while also not sacrificing everything. Chain would be really bad, but sure. What else do I got? I will also bring in... Clotho could work. Sure. And then I'll use a heal. Because, what else do I got? I definitely want to use a bolt. So attack buff, I need to use the caution to remove that. Mist Rush I'm fine with. Retaliate is good, sure. And Tarunda, okay. Attack down, and Mabufu down. Okay. And then a normal hit, and also another normal hit. So Hayataro's taking a huge beating, and also, you don't have your immunity anymore, so I can definitely just focus on getting rid of Namal here. And now I need to probably change out... This would work, because you have Dekaja and Nakunda. So I'm going to bring in the Hydra for the removal of stat buffs on the enemies, so that they no longer have the attack buff. And then, since I have a turn extension, I could use a Bowl here. And then, Toxic Breath won't work, but Frenzy Chomp would work, so I have a chance to inflict whatever that is. And then another Pierce Armor. And then, I will raise my own stats. Clotho can go for the super buffed Meteorama to overheal, and then I can just remove stat buffs on the enemy so that they no longer have the attack buff. There we go, stat buffs faded, and now we have the Magatsuki gauge filled. Now, the reason why we're focusing on Nama right now is simply because they'll have less press turn icons, and also she's just the easiest to take down, since the main character also has a lot of physical as well. Though it's not reliable, considering the fact that the main character does not have directed attacks to one enemy. Because what he does is Rat Tempest, he hits everybody. But it should be okay. Ooh, Big Bang. Severe Almighty to all foes, sure. But I can also just go for the critical, right? Sure. You ready? Because with Omikatoki critical, we can now just focus on Wrath Tempest without any worry in the world, because I doubt any of them block physical, as you saw. And now I can just use another bull. And you can go for fire, but also Frenzy Chomp is just better. There we go. You can go for Death Bound, maybe? There we go. We took down Nama. That is the best we could have done. And I'll use another Wrath Tempest to do big damage, because I'm basically the main attacker now. And then Meteor Ama, so we overheal again. And then we can finish off this turn by maybe inflicting a Toxic Breath here. Okay, you do block, so that's fine, but we do get the poison off. And since it was the last action anyways, it really is fine. Now we should probably focus on the pink-haired lady so she doesn't revive her teammates, of course. Now there's a Marigadine there, which most of us block anyways, and since we have someone who does that... Hang on, what if I... yeah, sure. Oh, you're weak to force. Great, that's huge information. I will keep in the Kuka Lane guy in, because I was about to change him out, considering the fact that his force moves weren't that useful at the current moment. I will pass with you, and then I will use... Okay, you block whatever that is. Can I remove... Oh, I can remove your stat buffs there. So that's good. Now use another Gibouge for instant attack. And then I should Evergreen Dance. I should, yeah. And then finish off the turn with another Meteorama to overheal so that we're all healthy for the next turn. So you recover from poison immediately. You're now attack and buffing, okay. Miss Rush, that's whatever. Oh, you inflict. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. I don't care if I miss the... Oh. You have ice, and there's a miss there. Okay, perfect. Okay. So I should definitely use items. I also need to pass my turn, so I'll pass there. I'll bring in someone who can recover ailments if I have anyone like that. Oh yeah, Almighty. She does have some ailment recovery. Clotho also does have it as well, but I think I'll switch out Clotho for now, because I need someone who can... Yeah, Yoshitsune works, sure. Yoshitsune to have the free crit damage and all that, that would be very good. And then Armade can use the Diamitra on the main character so that I recover from the fog. And then you can use an item, perhaps. I might just Ice Dampen her, just so we're safe for ice moves, I suppose. And then the main character can use an Evergreen Dance to fill up the gauge. Now, Mamakakaja, you raise defense, and then you Deathbound. That's okay, I don't really care about the physical moves. Retaliate is good, always. And then there we go. I knew that would happen, which is why I used the Ice Dampener. And now we can use an Omikatoki skill. We could go for the crit. We can also just change you out. I suppose what I can do, actually, is bring in Lamu, even though you're really low health, to then just lower the enemy's accuracy and evasion. And then I can use a Freikugel just to kill one of them. That could be good, but I probably need to reduce their stats first. I could pass. I should also just use Yoshitsune attack next right now, so I can use the Hasotobi just for huge damage, and also extend the turn because of the guaranteed crits. And then I can heal with Diametra again, or just Meteorama, that could also be good. Yeah, Meteorama's good. And then Lamu can use... Maybe I just don't go for a Torrent of Chaos, just to get rid of the Rat here. Just to do huge damage to you. And then I can use the Silt of Ruin to lower accuracy and evasion. And then I can probably Inflaming Divinity myself. Let's see what happens. So Mother Earth, you remove stat debuffs. Hunter Claw, okay. Marigadine, you're weak to fire, okay. And Primordial Partition, you bring the enemies back in. Okay, so as I said before, I do need to get rid of Lilith, but that's also a problem because getting rid of everyone is a difficult problem, I will say. But Namad doesn't have the physical reflection buff there. And you also have Health Thrust, which just ignores all of that. So yeah, I'll just kill you. And then I'll pass with you. And I definitely need to use an item to heal for sure. I'll just use a Soma on myself to recover HP and MP to full. Lamu could die, but I don't really care at the current moment. I need to bring in allies first and foremost. You resist physical, which is very good. Attack down, that's bad. Attack doesn't kill, which is perfect, because that means I can pass and then change in someone who can heal. Honestly, what I could do is actually bring in the Onyukapon and then go for some Tetracards. I guess I'll go for the press, because if I miss, I get more press turn icons. Okay, no miss, but that's whatever. And then I could use a Tetracard on the main character, because if we're hit by a physical move, that means the enemy's actions are completely removed. And now I can go for a heal. So I'll use another Soma on Lamu so that you're fully healed, because Lamu's ability to remove accuracy is very good. Okay, defense buff, Deathbound, there's the reflection, and look at that. 3 press turn icons gone completely. That is why I used that. So let's just go for another debuff down there. And then I can use the Wrath Tempest for the guaranteed, and then I can just go for a bunch of health thrusts on Lilith, but I need to lower her stats. So if I'm able to Toxic Spray you, actually, I can lower your defense, and then I'll use another Tetrakarn on, I guess, himself, so that he doesn't die to physical moves. And because we can reflect physical, I'll keep Aesheth alive as much as possible. Maybe I can Toxic Spray again to lower your defense. I don't have anything to lower your attack because my one attack removal is gone. The claw, there it is. You did it. Okay, we get a press turn icon next turn. I didn't even know counter could do that. That's really good. Okay. Anyways, Torrent of Chaos could be just good to damage Lilith. I probably want to lower your defense first, though. So I will actually pass. Raise attack of Lamu, yeah, sure. Yoshitsune can now go for Toxic Spray. And then I should pass. That way I can use the Torrent of Chaos on Lilith to do lots of damage. And then extend. I guess I'll just go for Silt of Ruin again. Sure. No crit, that's whatever. Then I'll just use Wrath Tempest. Okay. We get a kill there. Normal hit, that's fine. And Mataruna, that's also fine. Yeah, even though I kind of blocked my own turn there, whatever, I don't really care. Purple Smoke. And it seems like you can only bring in one ally at a time. With that in mind, that does mean, because you only bring in one ally at a time, if I just rush down literally every single summon you bring in, you literally can't do anything, because you're not an attacker, right? You literally don't do damage to us. So if we get rid of your DPS, you can't kill us. So I'll just take down Nama here, and then... Yeah, sure, Wrath Tempest. Now all that's left is Lilith, and as we know, Yoshitsune is really strong, so I can just health thrust over and over again, or just Toxic Spray to lower your defense, and then Onyukapon can just heal the team with Daramitras, and then we're good. Yep, you get a defense buff, and also a Primordial Partition, which is fine, because as we know, we can just rush down the Maw and get free press turn icons at no cost. And I'll also go for the Donum Glades to buff up Yoshitsune. Just go for more Purple Smoke, there we go. More Wrath Tempest. And obviously I should probably use the other moves as well. And then I'll just Megaton Press. Okay. I want to miss, please miss. I know your accuracy is buffed, but please. Mother Earth, whatever. Physical Nullifying Barrier, who cares? Yoshitsune goes through that. And then Primordial Competition. Hail Thrust. Boom. Living Divinity myself. And then Yoshitsune can intentionally hit Lilith here to give us another press turn icon next turn. Let's see what happens. Normal hit, whatever. Maturda, whatever. I don't care about attack down. And then attack up. Not that they were attacking anyways. So now we have a full turn here. I'll just pass just to conserve as many turns as possible. Wrath Tempest to extend turn. And then I can just use a Frykugel EX here. I do want to get the defense down first before I do that though, just to maximize the amount of damage I do with Frykugel. Because it's an almighty move, what if I use the Donum Magic to then buff the main character, extend turn again with Purple Smoke, and then I use the Frykugel EX. Because it's Severe Almighty, and I think Almighty is a magic move basically, so if this works, we'll see the Donum Magic buff disappear on my icon. Let's see what happens. Boom. 930. Okay, so it's not a magic move. Okay, now that we know that, I don't have to worry about it anymore. I'll just do a normal hit then. Doesn't really matter what I do. I need to probably use a Soma drop on you, because Yoshitsune is just a very powerful attacker in general. Donum Glady. And then we just, well, hit the wrong target, but who cares? You'll go for another call ally. That's fine. Defense down, whatever. And Marikaja, you raise defense. Okay. We have a pretty good rhythm here. I have no doubt that I will win this fight, so long as that I play it safe and don't mess up my turns too much. But because this guy has Hasatobi and Megaton Press and Health Thrust, we are fine. I'll just attack there for very good damage. Donum Glady again. And we'll just keep going until we win. I can also just use gems to extend turn as well. So Lesser Gem, for instance, I can extend the turn there. And then since you're out of MP, I'll just use some gems. So Lesser Gem again. And then you can go for the Megaton Press again. Yeah, Megaton Press is better because you get the kill. And also, yeah, sure. Just raise attack to the max. Anya Capon should be raising attack anyways. Primordial Partition. At this point, we kind of have this in the back. There's no way I lose this, so I will probably cut through until I do some huge damage and whatnot. Yeah, sure. Extend the press turn icon. Let's go. More press turns on the next turn. And then I can just use Chakra Pots, actually. I have a lot of Chakra Pots, or 3, so buff Yoshitsune's Chakra. Chakra Pot again, probably. There we go. We have a pretty good MP now. Normal hit, whatever. Retaliate? Yeah, retaliate. Even if it's resisted, I don't really care. Attack down, whatever. Anya Capon literally has the ability just to ignore attack downs. Because literally I can just use King of Tails and raise attack to the maximum anyway. So I mean, look at this. Main character's at -1, now he's at plus to the maximum. That's a Toby! Killed them all! Silt of Ruin! And another Wrath Tempest! So, first things foremost, I will use the Toxic Spray to lower your defense. And then, I will use a Wrath Tempest just to extend turn. Then, Hasatobi obviously to extend turn once more. And then use the Donum Glady on main character. Because what he's going to do is Toxic Spray again. And then, well, just attack. Sure. We get the kill. And then we probably finish you off with Health Thrust, maybe? No, we kill you next turn, actually. So we get the crit there, and now it is the final turn for your Reckoning. Frykugel EX.
Destroy!
A little bit of a rocky start, but we get all of their essences, a Chakra Pot and a Soma drop, and 3,000 Maka. First try. And I might as well make that the thumbnail.
Bino. You fought so well. And failed.
Why? How'd it fail? What's going on?
Can you hear her? The voice of our beloved goddess. There is nothing now that can stop her return.
Okay. Hey, what's going on? Wait, hang on. Oh. Oh, no. What is this? Oh, I got chest pains.
The time has come. The ultimate end.
The ultimate beginning.
Divine intervention?
O horned god, ancient creator, ye who slew our queen,
O arrogant god whose order stifled chaos. O descendant of the once ruler of old.
Here and now, we offer up your life, O Dragon Slayer God! Let the Queen of Chaos rise once again!
Oh, she's fine. She don't got that chest pain like the other two do. Is she gonna save us? Oh, they're melting.
Now, awaken! Tiamat!
What's she doing? The last of her energy.
Yoko Hiromine, you are fated to become a goddess.
Oh, cool.
Allow me to remind you how you were wronged by this world. You developed your ability to fight demons, believing it a just cause, but you had no place in Bethel. Your teachers spent decades learning what you perfected in but a few years, and they feared you would surpass them. Though they offered shallow praise, they continued to assign you ever deadlier missions. They envied your talent and secretly wished for your death, so as to protect their own foolish pride.
Yes, they were pitiful human beings. But still.
I have no doubt there must have been kind souls among them as well. But would you not agree that the social structure itself is to blame for producing such wretched humans? In the ancient times of chaos, humans and gods were free and equal. But when the Horned God came into power and the world of order was created, the system of control brought harm to humanity. Remember our goal. You must reclaim your power as a goddess and fulfill your purpose. As a goddess, you will guide Tiamat to the Empyrean, where the throne shall be returned to chaos. Submit or rebel. Have you forgotten the agreement we reached when you stood at that fateful crossroads?
I remember. But I didn't want to get him or Tao involved.
I'm
The power of
afraid it
friendship.
is too late for the girl. And the Nahobino's sacrifice is necessary to summon Tiamat. The humans you care for will soon be but memories, Yoko Hiromine. There will be nothing tangible left for you in this world.
Sounds like a terrible deal.
Now, I ask you once again to fulfill your pledge. Reclaim your power as a goddess, and bring chaos to this world.
What's going
I'm
on?
sorry, young man. I swore I would protect you, but I fear I can no longer do so.
I don't blame you. What the hell happened?
If you hadn't joined with me, you wouldn't have to suffer this fate.
No, I think I still would have died.
Indeed. If not for me, you might have avoided being drawn into the Kadishtu's dark machinations altogether.
There was like all sorts of problems in Tokyo.
I don't know what to say, except that I'm sincerely glad to have met you. Our time together may be coming to an end, but it will never disappear.
No! Please, come back!
Hell yeah.
No, we can't accept defeat. You must live.
Hell yeah.
Even if you're alone, you must go. She is waiting.
Bye-bye. Into the light we go! That's not good, is it? It's a good thing they were not nearby that. Hey, it's you two. And the Salt Man as well. What is that? I mean, hear me out, right? Damn, that's sexy. Oh, they got the laser beams? Oh, that is sick. Yeah, I know everything's blowing up, but that thing looks cool. Oh, they're probably dead. Well. The light. Where am I? Why am I in the void? Damn, it's bright in here. My eye, it hurts. It's a good thing it's not at nighttime
I
that
wish
I'm
I
recording
could have
this. So
saved you. Aogami is gone, but at least you made it back. That's something.
yeah. How do I do my Nahobino attacks now?
The future of the world is in your hands. So please, please keep it safe.
I'm not exactly a magical girl. I don't know if I could fight things anymore.
You know, Yuzuru, I've been trying to figure out how to do right in this world. And after I met you and him, I felt pretty good for a while. But I guess feeling good isn't enough.
Oh hey, I'm alive.
That angel taught me something truly important. You can't rely on others to carry out your justice. Ichiro.
Hey, what's your deal?
If you want justice, you need power. And power is exactly what he gave me. I'm free. I don't need to live my life depending on others! No.
You got them glowy eyes.
I get it. The drive for strength to do something. But why are you...
You want to know why I'm doing this? You really don't know. I'm here to stop you from making a dumb mistake like becoming a Nahobino.
Oh, so that's what your hair looks like under the hat. I did not expect it to be so spiky.
It just came to me! I have to use my power for justice. I have to use it for order. So you see, I can't just let my friend become a Nahobino and threaten that order, right, Abdiel?
The Force choke?
That is correct. As decreed by our lord, the Nahobino cannot be permitted to exist.
Oh.
If you underestimate your enemy, you'll get yourself killed. Sorry to say it, buddy, but looks like you made the wrong enemy.
A surprise. It would appear you're still alive.
Hold up, Abdiel. So where's Aogami? He bite it? Guess that makes you normal now. Ain't you lucky? Not even worth the time it'd take to kill you. Atsuto was. He said he was gonna be a Nahobino and make a new world or some shit.
Such defiance cannot be allowed. Thus he paid for his arrogance with his life. If you can no longer become a Nahobino, there is no need to kill you. Return now to Tokyo. Live your life in peace.
So, how do I get back without, like, demons on the way killing me? I'm actually gonna walk around like this.
Damn it all.
Where is he? Where's Atsuta?
Right there.
We came in pursuit of the Kadishtu. Together we thought we could stop them. But after the Demon King was slain, it seems Abdiel decided to eradicate the Nahobino. She hit us when we least expected. We didn't stand a chance against her. Are you alone? What happened to Aogami?
He gone.
I see. He protected you. If only I could have done the same.
So, what do we tell his sister? Who's gonna tell her?
Well, there's only one thing to do now. Young man, I want you to come along with me.
Yeah, sure, I don't have any other options.
We can't entrust this world to Bethel. And we can't let the Kadishtu run free either.
No, we cannot.
That's why I need you. Since you've fought as a Nahobino before.
What are you implying? You got some tricks up your sleeve.
Aogami's true name is Susanoo, a Proto-Fiend created by Bethel, Japan. He was meant to inherit the Amatsukami's full power. And no Aogami-type units are left at the Japan branch. However, there is one of the same family, the Tsukuyomi type, which specializes in domestic affairs and guiding the Japanese government. While we analyzed Aogami, we replicated the system for becoming a Nahobino and outfitted it for the Tsukuyomi type.
Yeah, I think I remember you doing that.
What I mean is, fusion with this Proto-Fiend should be possible.
So we get a new form.
If you're willing, I would ask you fuse with the Tsukuyomi type. I would ask you to take up this fight once more.
Let's do it.
Thank you. In order to lead well in times of crisis, Tsukuyomi maintained a human appearance while managing domestic affairs here in Japan. It was necessary to serve the nation. The Tsukuyomi type is at present managing the country. In fact, serving as Prime Minister. Yes, I am that Tsukuyomi type.
Ah.
Young man, let us fight together.
Okay, I didn't expect that. I thought it was like some other form, but no, it's just you. Yeah, sure. Take the hand. It does make sense, though. You do look very similar to the other guy. So... let's fuse into this new form. I got some purple. Already, I'm liking this a lot. No long hair though, but it doesn't really matter. I got white hair now. That is so cool looking. It's not a sword anymore. It's kind of like a different kind of blade, but that is so cool.
Now then, young man. Forward. Young man, would you mind if we returned to the front of the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building? I would like to look at that place one more time.
That is a... Yeah, we'll do that next episode, actually, because right now, we obtained the Tsukuyomi Talisman. What is this? The Nahobino can now use the Magatsuhi skill Omnipotent Succession. Causes the next attack of self to be performed 4 times consecutively. Excuse me? And we completed the quest Kadishu Showdown. And we also got 18,000 Maka. Oh great, perfect. And Tao left the party, Yoko left the party, and also the Kadishtu have been unlocked for fusion. Awesome. And we also got the Shinjuku battles available. I keep the run, that's very cool. But now, we look so cool. Let's see the blade. What is that? It's like a whip. Okay, yeah, that's super cool. Okay. So on the next episode, we will test out our new form in battle while also going back to the government building over here, and we're gonna get out those side quests as well. I mean, I am super excited what's to come because I really want to try out my new form. And also, we have something to do back at the... Oh, what's it? I need to go back to the Demon Aunt, actually, because we can also talk to our Awagami guy on the bench. Did you come here to rest and speak with Awagami in days past? Always worrying for your well-being, I don't doubt. I know how kind-hearted he was.
I'm counting on you.
As long as I've taken on his legacy, I will shoulder that responsibility as well. Your pulse, breathing, blood pressure, and temperature all seem to be within normal ranges. I know fusing with me must have been an unfamiliar experience, but I'm glad to see it hasn't gotten to you.
Young man.
This new Nahobino form should provide powers altogether different from Awagami's. I hope you'll use them well. Your powers as a Nahobino have risen. Ooh. We get more stats, so of course I'll put it into strength. 77 strength, not bad at all. And has my innate skill changed? Nope, it's still a slight MP recovery to allies when the gauge is full. Okay, so not anything too different. All we really get is the Omnipotent Succession, and I cannot wait to use this because does this mean I just use Wrath Tempest 4 times in a row? That is so many attacks, which does mean having a critical build with Bloody Glee and Physical Plorama, like this just works out pretty well with the high luck and all that, so we're gonna be critting so many times with this. I want to use this immediately, but I'll save that for later. Like, subscribe, comment, bye-bye.